One of the highlights of the SOAR experience is the cultural discussion event, where students share their heritage with the other participants. Reporter Jessica Rasmussen joined the students during this event and found out what the students' cultural background means to them.
Only 12% of the students at BYU are multicultural. In a sea of over 30,000, that can sometimes seem like a small number. During the SOAR cultural discussion, counselors and staff help students understand how important their culture is to BYU.
The main goal of that whole discussion was just to have them know that even though we're all different, we're all united, and that's under the culture of Christ.
It's different being a minority, but I really like it because I get the opportunity to learn about a lot of people, whether they're a minority or the majority. I have a lot of friends here from BYU that are not of my culture, but I think it's the best where we can gain a lot more intelligence, true intelligence, because we learn from other people.
Jasmine came all the way from Hawaii to be a part of SOAR.
I am Mexican, Niuean, Tongan, Samoan, Chinese, and British.
But students like Jasmine don't always get to share their culture at home. It's for that very reason that SOAR provides an open place for participants to discuss their backgrounds.
I learned a lot that culture, it's not only like your race, but it's how you live and everything that's around you. And also it can affect you negatively or positively, but it's what you make it.
While the cultural discussion is a way for students to share their concerns about being a minority, the cultural share is a whole different experience. It's truly a way for students to celebrate in their heritage.
Our culture is like awesome. There's so much things we can learn from it, and so much things we can take away and to enrich our own culture.
Whether it was through song, dance, or story, these students say they're proud to share their heritage.
學有如逆水行舟，不進則退.
What does that mean?
It means that learning is like, how to translate it? Let me think. Rowing a boat on a river that runs against you. That if you don't go forward, you fall back.
And while the BYU culture may have rubbed off on these kids,
I absolutely love BYU. First and foremost, the spiritual environment that it brings. It's so positive and uplifting. It's really enjoyable. There's great social aspects to it as well.
BYU culture is, it can help me to be a better man and to get one of the best education in the United States, and it's really a good school. I can feel it.
They hope to someday rub off on BYU.
I'm a part of a lot of cultures, but especially Niue Island. A lot of people don't know about that culture. It's really minority, and I'd love to share it with people and what it's like. Especially, I'm still learning about it. Definitely, there's a lot of things I don't know about it, but I love learning, so I'm looking forward to that.
As far as what I can add to it is definitely some culture, but also just to be an example to those around and kind of teach others about my culture.
Sharing my own culture is like showing your best friend like your treasures, yeah, and it's very wonderful and meaningful, and I love to share my culture.
Jessica Rasmussen, BYU Weekly.